started like any other night at Charles de Gaulle Airport. Flights landing, taxis idling, travelers moving through terminal doors. Ordinary, routine, forgettable. And then the chanting began. Not a few voices, but thousands. Drums, blue, red and yellow flags flooding through the crowd until the glass windows of Terminal 2 began to tremble under the noise. Airport staff froze in place. French reporters lifted their cameras in disbelief, unsure of what they were even witnessing. Travelers who had nothing to do with it stopped, stared, and didn't move on, because moments like this don't get ignored. This wasn't the arrival of a football club or a global music star. It was a 23-year-old tennis player from the Philippines stepping off a plane into the most electric airport reception France had seen in years. Her name is Alexandra Ayala, and Paris had no idea what was about to unfold. Because in tennis, players simply don't arrive like this. Even the biggest names in the sport, Grand Slam champions, world icons land quietly. A small team, a few fans, a short walk through the terminal, that's the tradition. Alexandra Ayala broke it in a single night. Filipino communities had been preparing for weeks. From the suburbs of Paris to Marseille, Lyon, and Nice, and even from across Europe, people coordinated travel, made custom jerseys, carried thousands of flags, and rehearsed chants like it was a championship final. French authorities expected a few hundred supporters. What arrived felt far larger. Security had to be tightened before her flight even landed. And when she finally appeared, camera flashes erupted across the terminal in a continuous wave of light. Elderly fans who had traveled for hours held handwritten banners reading, "Leben Alex." Children sat on shoulders, watching in silence and awe. Even experienced French journalists admitted they had never seen an airport scene like this for a tennis player before. One broadcaster called it a peaceful invasion of joy, and that description stuck because it fit perfectly. To understand why this happened, you have to understand Alexandra Ayala herself. She grew up in Quezon City and developed her game at the Rafael Nadal Academy in Manacor, Spain. Her tennis was built on relentless pressure, tactical intelligence, and an unusual level of mental strength for her age. Left-handed, fearless, and extremely difficult to unsettle, she plays a style designed to break opponents before they can settle into rhythm. She dominated at junior level. Titles followed, but more importantly, a larger story began to form, one that an entire nation was watching. For Filipinos living abroad, workers, families separated by distance, communities far from home, sport often becomes something deeper than competition. It becomes identity, connection, a thread back home.